If you're partial weight bearing on one of your legs, you may be wondering, what in the world does that mean? Does partial mean 5%? Does it mean 95%? What does partial mean? Well, it's a little bit confusing, but that's what this video is all about. Hopefully we can dispel some of that confusion and I can teach you what kind of equipment to use and how to use it if you're partial weight bearing. I'm Dr. Sean, your PT guy, and our videos help you learn how to move better and stay independent so you can enjoy your life. Let's get started. Disclaimer! Now, when you're partial weight bearing, that can be very confusing because anything less than 100% is considered partial weight bearing. As well, 1% to 99% is considered partial weight bearing. So your doctor may just say partial weight bearing, or your doctor may say 25% weight bearing, or 50% weight bearing, or 75% weight bearing. That's typically what we see. But partial weight bearing means you should not be putting most of your weight through that hurt leg. Usually it means you can put on your shoe. You have maybe a surgical shoe on, something like that. In this, I'm going to have my pant leg up, so this is my hurt leg. How do we get walking when we're partial weight bearing? We can use either a walker or we can use crutches. Now, a four-wheel walker or a rollator can be used or started to be used with partial weight bearing, but it's tricky because there's 4 wheels. I don't suggest using a rollator when you're partial weight bearing. It can be done if your weight bearing is tolerated. If you are weight bearing is tolerated, you can look at that video, or maybe once you're done with partial weight bearing and you get up to weight bearing is tolerated, be sure to check that video out. I'll put a link at the end. When you're partial weight bearing, you may just be thinking, well, how am I even supposed to know how to do 25% or 50% or 75%? Use a scale. Now, if you're 50%, that's pretty easy to figure out. You take your body weight, you divide it by 2. You can put pressure through your right foot to or your hurt foot to figure out what is that amount. And then once you do that, like sometimes, like 10 times, 5 times, 10 times, you get a feel for how much you're easing into that amount. So if your doctor is just kind of saying, hey, just be partial weight bearing, just err on the side of not putting a lot of weight through there. You can put some, just not a lot. And your body's going to tell you. If you're putting too much, it's going to say, pain, stop please. So listen to your body. But let me show you how to get up with the crutches and walk with the crutches if you're partial weight bearing. You grab your crutches. I always like to put the crutches on the hurt side, right foot. I'm going to put one hand here. I'm grabbing the handles right here of the crutches, keeping them together so they don't wiggle and wobble all over the place. I stand up. I can put weight through that foot. And then I take the crutches, bring it over here. By the way, crutches, 2 finger widths below your armpit. That's how you know it's the right height. And then once you're walking with the crutches, you want to put the crutches out, and then you're going to take your hurt foot and put your hurt foot between the 2 posts, okay? So your foot lands between the 2 posts, and then you put a lot of your weight through. If you're 50%, you know how that felt using a scale, or 75%. If it's just partial weight bearing, just put a lot of weight through the crutches. That's what you want to do. Listen to your body. Crutches, foot goes down here, you push hard here, like you're taking a lot of weight off, and then you bring your other foot through. Crutches, hurt foot, you bring your other leg through. Crutches, hurt foot lands between the posts, you bring your other leg through. Crutches, hurt foot, you bring your other leg through. Crutches, hurt foot, bring your other leg through. Now, when you get faster at this and more confident, you don't have to do crutches first, then hurt foot, then arms, then other foot. What you do is you do it all at once, at least the crutches and the hurt foot. It goes like this, boom, boom, okay? Okay, that's how you do it. Turning, same thing, always, anytime your left foot comes off the ground, you're pushing down through, or your good foot comes off the ground, you're pushing down through. Now, when you sit down, get these crutches over here so they're not wiggling and wobbling all over the place. You reach back, you sit down. Now, how to do this with a walker. You can either stagger step your way up, the stagger step technique, push from here on the hurt side or here, and you come up like this, or you can do two hands like this and then grab and come up like that. But same concept, just pretend I've got those posts on the crutches, and the back posts of the walker are just like the the posts of the crutches. So you bring the walker out and the right foot goes right to where those crutch points were. You can push down hard. Notice my elbows are almost locked out here. I like to be a little bit straighter when I have a weight-bearing restriction rather than bent, because if I have them bent, I'm going to be putting a lot of tension through these muscles. I'm going to get tired real fast. So walker, right foot or hurt foot, arm straight down, left foot comes through. Walker, right foot lands between the two tennis balls, arm straight down, and so forth. And same thing with the crutches. You're going to get used to just kind of sliding and gliding here. Okay? So that's how you can do partial weight bearing with the walker. Now, when you sit down, you're going to bring it back, make sure both legs touch. You're going to reach back. I like to do one hand or two hands and ease yourself down. So now you know a little bit more about partial weight bearing and how to safely go from one spot of the house to the next spot of the house to improve your recovery, not end up damaging that leg or hurting that leg, and not tripping or falling. Speaking of falling, if you want more tips and training on how I teach people to prevent falls, you can find that training in the link in the description below. And if you want more videos just like this one, especially when you're about to improve your weight bearing status and you go to weight bearing as tolerated or full weight bearing, be sure to check that video out. But if you want more videos just like that one, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below and the little bell icon, and I'll see you in the next video.